Don't do that. Well, as you can see here, we have a classic case of shredded shroud. And this time, it's not just from the belt blowing, even though the belt blew, but my flyweights came all the way out and did a full rotation around and ripped up all the plastic. I don't yet know if my inner shroud is too far damaged or what. I was climbing a dune and I got to the top and gave it an extra burst of power to get over, and my belt snapped. So I've been told that potentially when the belt snaps, the clutch can come in too far and that can cause the weight fingers to come out. But I'm not sure, so I'm gonna give this an honest, fair shakedown. Was this just something bad that happened, or was this a result of the clutch being manufactured poorly? So we're gonna go through and tear this down piece by piece so y'all can see what happened and see what the outcome is. All right, we'll see y'all back in a second. So yeah, it's shredded. That thing just came all the way around it like a hacksaw and just beat it up. So the outer cover, it's toast. All right, so here it is. These weights came back so far that they dented the sheaths. There and there. All three of them are out, and all three of those little knuckles are busted. Yeah, we're gonna have to take this apart and see what happened. Luckily, I believe I'm going to get to keep all of my EPI clutches. EPI clutch weights. They're going to need some new bushings. That's a whole lot cheaper than the weights. All the pins, let me see, they don't quite roll right. They're all bent, and the sheath is bent. We have this crack. Now, one of the things I'm really curious about is the rollers, because these weights shouldn't have ever went over the rollers themselves. So if they're worn somehow, that would allow it to bypass. I'm gonna see what the manufacturer says on this and see if they're willing to cover this warranty. And we'll see if this is gonna be a 3-star or a 0-star rating on this clutch, because customer service can go a long way, and sometimes just the right conditions happen. Okay, you know things just got real when you see a whiteboard and calipers. The thing that happened is it was allowed for this to slip past the roller in order to come out and break that. To measure from this pin to the roller, because that's going to be how much distance that this is allowed to be able to break free. And I wanted to see if there was a tolerance with the mother clutcher versus the stock. Now, this stock was taken off with about 2,000 miles on it. So these parts have wear on them. And then this has between 200 and 300 miles on it. So this one should have more wear. I used this nut to add as a gap So I used the same pin and the same nut on every single position. This caliper is in inches, and these are my measurements. As you can see right here, I had a flat spot on my clutch where one of my bushings is hammered down. So that came out in that. But what we want to see is the smaller the number, the less likely the weight can escape. So on the stock, we are averaging around 1.429. These are all averaging about 1.462. So this one had good results. We only had a 0.005 difference between the number range, and in the stock we had a difference of 0.014 difference in the number range. The difference between the average is about 0.03. So if you want to see what the difference between a 0.03 is, that's about right there. I'm going to do a little more digging and see if I can come with something different. Behind the scenes from the last clip, I went and checked the castle nut and the spider nut, and they were good. They did not back off. I put my socket on there, put them in my jig, and put some torque on it. They did not back off. So I didn't have the nuts backing off to cause the extra 0.03 distance. So I decided to go ahead and contact the seller, and he, without any fuss, sent me a new unit. So this is brand new from the seller, from the mother clutcher. So this is B. Harvey ATV Sales on Amazon was who I contacted, and without any fuss, without any kind of what happened, he just said, sorry this happened, sent me a new clutch, and he said, I also have a new clutch cover for the front that got tore up. So I'm really happy with that. You can't hardly ask for better customer service than that. Just came out, offered it right up in front. So I sent the clutch back, and once I sent him the tracking, he sent me it, and he sent it pretty much primed because it came here from being ordered Friday, and this is a Tuesday. So it got here quick. So I'd still give him a 4-star rating at this point because it was good customer service, replaced what was broke, and no hassle. So I went ahead and calipered this new one to compare it to the mother clutcher that was broke, the stock one, and here are the measurements on the new one. So this number being smaller is a good thing. That means it has a less likely chance of the weight coming and slipping past the rollers. So the new one had really tight pins, and so that gave us a 1.419, 1.417, and 1.415. So those are smaller, tighter tolerances. So we must have had some of the effect from having the damage. So anyway, I'm going to put this on the razor, and I'm going to continue the testing, and we'll see if it was just a freak accident, because on the rock kit, on the rock clutch kit, the spring is a lot shorter. I mean, the tension doesn't really reflect that, but just having less material in there could have let that sheath come together faster. And then these are heavier weights, and the belt broke right when I had to floor it to get up the last of a dune. So I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg, but because of his good customer service, I think he deserves another chance. And I'm doing this for you, YouTube, so you know what's going on. And I hope you like this video. Please subscribe. Check out the Hide and Glide trailer if you haven't seen it already. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you, YouTube.
Today is the day I'm making a change, building things today.